Hello Gemini, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts. How are you guys? Welcome to the love reading for the second half of August, August 16th through the 31st. General, as always, guys, it's not going to resonate with every single Gemini out there. So please do take from this what makes sense for your life, your situation, and release the rest. If you are interested in a personal private reading, however, all of that information is down below in the description box, and I'll also have a list of all of the card decks that I typically use for my readings. All right, guys, so let's get started. I wanted to grab some focus messages, Gemini, from the Barbieri Zodiac Oracle deck. So this will be bringing forward potential signs that you might be thinking about for this reading, or signs that may be coming into your life. This also has representations of the planets and elements. So let's take a look and see what comes through for you for this reading. So angels and spirit guides for Gemini, please bring it forward for me. A couple of focus messages for this reading for the second half of August. Here we are. Okay, we're starting off with Uranus. So with Uranus, that is the primal Greek sky god. It's a very powerful, tapping into some very powerful human needs, like our desires for freedom, individuality, pushing towards a larger vision. It's also tapping into humanitarian services, big thoughts, big insights, and big changes. So that's something to keep in mind for the second half of August. And your very own energy is being represented here, as well as Libra and Aquarius, of course. So air signs are being represented already in this reading. So very fitting, Gemini, since you are definitely an air sign. So let's go ahead and get started with some signs from Spirit Love Oracle. I typically end or incorporate this deck towards the end of my readings, but this time around for the second half of August, I'm being guided to pull from them initially to start the reading. So let's take a look and see, Gemini, what messages need to come through this time around. All right. So angels and spirit guides for Gemini, please bring it forward for me. What messages would Gemini benefit from at this time? Big thoughts, big insights, and big changes is indicated by that Uranus card, and the number 20 and the number 25 is represented by those two cards respectively. So if that number means something to you, take that for however way it makes sense. There we are. We have bread, hospitality, breaking bread, spending time with somebody, enjoying a meal. You may also be gifted in hospitality, or be a cook or a baker, somewhere along those lines where it's tapping into that energy. We also have the color red indicated here. So somebody that you're thinking about for this reading, Gemini, they may have red as a favorite color. It's tapping into passion, anger, and courage. So you might be feeling very passionate about a particular connection here. And it's interesting how with passion comes anger as well. So this is somebody that may have a temper, or they get easily angered, or perhaps you guys argue and bicker sometimes, and they just have a fiery temperament, perhaps. But it's also tapping into one's courage. So let's take a look and see how all of that incorporates itself into this reading. Interestingly enough, we do have bridge, indicative of reconciliation. So for some of you, you are in separation from someone that you are thinking about for this reading. We have nail with that element of crucify. If somebody's ever made you feel like they were crucifying you for some element of your relationship, or something along the lines in your connection where you are made to feel that way, that's coming through here. And look at this bottom card. We do have 777, rapid soul development that comes from challenging times. So this is coming through for those of you who have definitely been having a rough go of things lately. Hasn't been easy. definitely going through a rough patch, especially in regard to a relationship, possibly, especially those who are in separation from someone that you feel you have a lot of passion for. And part of the reason why you are in separation is because you guys were either not seeing eye to eye over something, or you guys had some major challenges and blockages in your relationship and you needed to go your separate ways. And part of the energies of this red card, you know, with that anger, you guys might have been fighting a lot and just having really angry words with each other. And that's what caused the breakup and tension. But with that courage element, this is giving you the opportunity to find the courage within you to take that first step to be able to manifest reconciliation back into the 3D. Or this is something that you are wanting from this person to take the first step to be able to manifest union back with you. And I feel that it's so interesting that after we have 777, we now have 888 coming through. If you happen to be seeing these numbers, guys, and if it's been repetitive, it's grabbing your attention here. With 888, this is actually a really great card. This indicates new opportunities and abundance are coming your way soon. Those new opportunities could be representative of so many things. It could be new relationships, certainly a reconciliation for some of you. Also, for those who are financially struggling at the moment, this is letting you know that abundance is coming your way. Okay, so despite the fact that there are hard times and challenging times that are being indicated on this board, you will make it past that, Gemini, and there are new opportunities and abundance that will eventually be making its way into your life. So that's a really nice thing. And perhaps that's why we do have the air energy represented here from these focus messages, because these are all affecting you in some way, shape, or form. And you will absolutely move beyond anything challenging and make it through whatever obstacles are in your way. So angels and spirit guides, let's grab some tarot messages for you, Gemini, and let's see what else we can add to this. Angels and spirit guides for Gemini, what else do we need to know at this time for the second half of August? Please bring it forward for me. What else do we need to know here? What other messages would Gemini benefit from at this time? Please bring it forward. Okay, we do have the 10 of Swords coming through here. The breakup, the separation that you are thinking about for this reading, Gemini, it was not easy. This is somebody that may have stabbed you in the back. That's basically what that card is bringing forward, that type of energy. It's somebody, more than likely you, feeling defeated and that you've lost in a situation or a relationship, or that there was some sort of crisis that you guys were dealing with and you weren't able to work through it, which is what caused the separation. And that perhaps you're just tired of fighting, you know, with trying to make something work that just ran its course. It's interesting, for some of you, I'm picking up two different scenarios, because with this red card, this passion card coming through here, this may potentially be a different connection, and then there's another person that may have stabbed you in the back. That's what I'm feeling here. Of course, for some of you guys, it could be the same person, but for some, I'm feeling that there are two different connections that are coming through here. Somebody that you broke up with and they really hurt you and you feel like they stabbed you in the back. And then there's somebody else that you are in separation from, where you feel that they are your person. They definitely bring out the passion and the connection. You have a lot of love for this individual, but you guys just happen to be in separation. And there is a reconciliation that is being indicated here. That is part of the big changes that are going to be coming in for you, Gemini. There's a lot of shifting going on in your life the second half of August for some of you. And part of that are these new opportunities that are coming in. We do have the King of Wands coming through here. That is fire energy. Okay, so for some of you, you might be thinking about a Leo, an Aries, or a Sagittarius. That's a potential here. Now, with the King of Wands, this is somebody who is a leader, somebody who has the potential to overcome challenges. So if this is your person, Gemini, you know, they want to overcome those challenges as well. So this will definitely take effort from both of you to be able to move forward to welcome in that reconciliation. But I am feeling especially a divine masculine that you might be thinking about for this reading, Gemini. If you happen to be divine feminine, and if you're resonating with that, this is somebody who wants to overcome those obstacles and is willing to work for it, you know? But the King of Wands, this person is a leader, a true leader. You know, they inspire other people to dream bigger, and perhaps this is how they have inspired you, Gemini, to be able to dream bigger in your life, because it's so fitting, again, with that Uranus message of big thoughts and big insights and big changes to push towards a larger vision. That is what's tapping into that focus card. And I do feel with this King of Wands, this is very much their energy as well. And it's falling right below that red card. So I really feel, despite the fact that you guys may be in separation, this person is actually really good for you. And this person who stabbed you in the back, I feel that you've released them and you've moved on beyond that. It hasn't been easy. It's been challenging. And again, perhaps you feel as though they may have crucified you somehow in the relationship. It's not a good feeling. And it's so crazy how, you know, if you look at both of these photos, it's very similar energy. Stabbed in the back and that nail just being driven into that piece of wood there. Both very hard, tough energies. What else, please, for Gemini? What else do we need to know for you, Gemini? Yeah, we've got the Nine of Wands. With that Nine of Wands, this is tapping into one's resilience and persistence. Somebody who is willing to fight for what they want, and they're just, you know, going to do everything and anything to be able to achieve what it is that they desire. But this is somebody who's exhausted from fighting for something that they have wanted for so long. Perhaps this is your energy, Gemini. But it is also tapping to fire energy as well. So again, you might be thinking about a Leo, an Aries, or a Sagittarius. And if you guys are in separation, you know, this is coming through that although they're willing to fight for you, they're tired too. Like they're just exhausted from having to deal with the challenges that you guys have both endured in this relationship. So this is somebody who's willing to take one last stand, to be able to work through a scenario, a situation, a relationship in order to bring about this reconciliation. So they're willing to go for it one more time. And hopefully this one last try is what's going to eventually fix what is broken and allow this reconciliation to come into the 3D. What else, please, for Gemini, angels and spirit guides? We do have the Fool here, but the Fool is coming up reversed. That's somebody who is being very reckless at this time. Somebody who is being naive or being taken advantage of. Perhaps, Gemini, there's somebody that you're thinking about that you feel they've taken advantage of you somehow. That's part of the reason as well why you guys are in separation. Those are things that need to be worked through because there has to be an equal exchange of energy in order to welcome in this reconciliation. As I've often said in my readings, one person cannot want it more than the other. There has to be equal exchange there. But there is clearly someone coming through here that they feel they are being taken advantage of. And I feel, Gemini, that this is tapping into your energies. Let's grab some more. What else, please, for Gemini? What else do we need to know, please, for Gemini for the second half of August? Please bring it forward, angels. All right, well, we've got the Tower coming through here. We also have the King of Pentacles. And we do have the Ace of Wands coming through here. Okay, so there's a Tower moment that has either already happened, Gemini, or it's about to. You know, with that Tower moment, once again, guys, it's tapping into fire energy. There's a lot of fire energy in this reading, so some of you guys are tapping into the energies and thinking about a Leo, an Aries, and a Sagittarius. I know that that's super specific, but those are definitely signs that are indicative of these cards that are here. Now, that doesn't mean that if you're thinking about somebody and it's not that sign, that it doesn't pertain to you, because it absolutely can. As far as signs are concerned, I'm just pointing that out, okay? But the Tower message, it's unexpected, something unexpected that happened here. It's major changes that are happening in regard to a situation, a relationship. It's traumatic, it's painful. It's not an easy thing to go through, but it levels out parts of a situation, a relationship that is no longer serving you, Gemini. And perhaps part of this Tower moment is due to this person who stabbed you in the back and betrayed you. Perhaps there was deceptive energy on their part. Tapping once again also into that crucify energy. It's very devastating when the Tower card comes through in a spread, but at the same time, it does offer the opportunity to rebuild, to be able to rebuild from the ground up, to rebuild with a solid positive structure, to make a situation or a relationship much stronger than how it was before. It's time for action when this card comes through. If you want reconciliation with someone, Gemini, there has to be action either on your part, or it's this individual who needs to take that first step to move this forward. But it always comes through as a blessing. It may not seem like it at the time, but there is an underlying blessing that is coming through when the Tower falls in a relationship. For some of you, you might be thinking about an earth sign, because we do have the King of Pentacles here. Definitely tapping into earth signs with Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus for some of you. This King of Pentacles is abundance and prosperity. Very generous individual. So for some of you, this is who you are thinking about for this reading. And this is the person that you may potentially have a reconciliation with. So we do have a couple of kings here on the board, so it really depends on how it is resonating with your life, who it is that you are thinking about. So some pretty heavy fire energy here, but now we do have earth signs being represented here as well. We do have the Ace of Wands, once again, tapping into fire energy. A fresh start with somebody, you know, so it's very fitting that we do have a reconciliation, and we do have the Ace of Wands represented here now. So I have a feeling, guys, whoever it is that you are thinking about for this reading, however tough and challenging it may be at this moment, there is the potential to work through those challenges and welcome in a new opportunity to have a second chance with this person. This is someone that you desire to come back into your life. They inspire you in so many ways. They uplift the quality of your life. And there is a potential that they will be back. All right, Gemini. So let's grab some romance angels to add to your reading. What other messages would you benefit from at this time, Gemini? So angels and spirit guides, please bring it forward for Gemini for the second half of August. What else needs to come through here? What else needs to come through here? Yeah, stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So even though, as I had mentioned, it may seem very challenging at the moment, it eventually will progress forward. Because I feel very strongly here that this reconciliation is going to be quite prominent for some of you the second half of the month. And look at this bottom card. We do have free yourself. And I do feel for those of you who are resonating with an individual who may have stabbed you in the back, I do feel that if you haven't walked away from this person already, this is giving you confirmation that this is what you need to do to free yourself from a situation, a relationship that is no longer serving you. And by doing so, look what's coming in for you. You do have true love. And that person is this individual that you will be reconciling with. And I do feel, and picking up off of the vibrations from that card, that this is somebody that you consider to be your soulmate. And for some of you, yes, it could be identified as a twin flame connection. But a reconciliation is very possible here. Very, very possible. I'm being guided to pull some twin flame messages from this deck. You don't have to identify with a twin flame connection. That's just the name of the card deck. So let's take a look and see what thoughts and feelings, words and emotions need to be communicated here. It could either be from the person that you walked away from. It could be this individual that you want to reconcile with. It could also be tapping into your very own energy, Gemini, and words and feelings that you need to get off your chest and to just get it out into the universe and express it once and for all. So let's take a look and see who needs to speak up here. You don't have to resonate with each and every card. Take it for however way it makes sense for your life, your situation, your relationship. I should have been more honest with you about how I was feeling at the time. You know, this person that may have stabbed you in the back that you are in separation from, this person that more than likely you have either freed yourself from or you're in the process of doing that, they're having regrets now because they're coming through to let you know that they should have been more honest with you when they had a chance to be so with you. They weren't forthcoming without how they were really feeling. So now they're coming forward with that element of regret, like, damn, you know, I should have been more honest back then. You know, well, sorry, but for some of my Geminis, I feel like you're done and you walked away from this person. This could also, of course, be tapping into the person's energies that you want to reconcile with. You know, part of the reason why you guys are in separation is because they just couldn't bring themselves to tell you exactly how they felt about you. You know, if they were pretending to not be into you or be as in love with you as they actually were, whatever the case may be, this is somebody that couldn't fully express what was in their heart. And now that you guys are in separation, they wish that they would have. And look at this bottom card. Our connection still affects me. Whoever it is that you're thinking about, Gemini, that you're in separation from and you want this person back, you're both very much still spiritually connected. You're both still feeling each other's energies. You're both missing each other, still thinking about each other. But there's a reason, there's a reason why you guys are not together. So it hasn't always been easy, but I do feel that, especially with the Tower being represented here, it will level out parts of the connection that needed work. Because in a way, the Tower card gives you a do-over. You can start over and build from there. Especially once you reconnect with this person And the card after that, look at this. Would you reject me? So they're feeling very insecure about how they would welcome in a reaction from you should they reach out to you by way of a potential reconciliation. So they're not quite sure, Gemini, how you would react. And perhaps you are feeling the same way. You know, would you reject me? Would you take me back? Do you still love me? Do you still think of me? Am I still in your heart? Whatever the case may be. You guys both have these what if thoughts going through your head, when in fact, ultimately, you guys are really on the same page about wanting reconciliation with each other. It's a very passionate, magnetic connection. This is somebody that you feel is your true love. And as you can see from that card, this is the romance of a lifetime. There is no other like it. So it's pretty amazing. And I do feel, Gemini, that you already know this. You already know it. All right, let's add to this, guys, with some Lover's Oracle. So angels and spirit guides for Gemini, please. Let me grab this bottom card. There you go. As I had mentioned, some of you guys are tapping into the energies of a twin flame connection, and it is being confirmed here. Wow. This other card reads, deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. Twin flames, your passion ignites. Yes. That is a second reference here, guys, to passion. So for some of you, you are identifying with a twin flame connection, and others more so with a soulmate connection, but there is a very passionate type of vibe coming forward here from you and this other person that you are in separation from, Gemini, and the potential, once again, to reconnect and reconcile in the 3D, it's pretty prominent. So there's actually a very good chance that that can happen for you. All right, so let's grab some healing messages here to add to this. So angels and spirit guides for my Geminis, please. What else do we need to know? Please bring forward whatever messages you feel need to come through for Gemini for the second half of August. Signs. Let me grab this bottom card. There are signs all around you guys, so definitely pay attention to what's going on around you. There are signs everywhere trying to direct you towards a particular direction, towards a path that is much better for you. You know, this is coming forward to let you know that if you haven't already, you need to take back control of your life and free yourself from a person or a situation that is no longer uplifting your life, no longer serving a purpose. We also have body care coming through here, so this could be one of two ways. Either you're really taking care of yourself physically, exercising, eating right, you're finally on track, and on the opposite side of that spectrum, you've really let yourself go and you haven't been taking care of yourself. So this is a reminder from the angels that it's time for you to do that. Put yourself first on your priority list, especially in regard to your health. That is coming through. All right, so I wanted to grab some messages from the guardian angels to add to this. What else, please, for Gemini for this reading? I want to grab this bottom card as always. All right. Whoops. Okay, so we have conflict coming through. Feelings which you have suppressed for a very long time are yearning to be acknowledged and expressed. You are torn between what you think is the right thing to do and what your heart wants. And this is the primary cause of stress in your life. We, your angels, urge you to follow your heart. Do what you would love, not what you think you should. That's some pretty valuable advice coming forward from that card, so definitely heed that advice. You also have Jewel coming through. Every event in life presents us with a new opportunity to experience ever greater love. There is a jewel to be found within every teardrop. Trust. We, your angels, are guiding the current events. This is a time in which you and those close to you will emerge strengthened by ever greater bonds of love. Trust. There is nothing to fear. There is only love. And I do feel that the person that you're in separation from, Gemini, that you feel very passionate about, I really am feeling very strong energies here that they will be back. You will reconnect with this individual. You just have to trust in the process that life will put you back into each other's lives. It's indicated here. Very passionate connection, no doubt about that. No doubt about it. All right, guys, so let's close out your reading, Gemini, with some final thoughts from the Work Your Light Oracle card deck. It's still a very, very new deck for me, so I'm not fully familiar with all of the messages. I might have to refer to the book, but let's take a look and see which message comes through for you this time around. So angels and spirit guides for Gemini, please, for the second half of August. Please bring forward some final thoughts for Gemini, please. That's too many, too many. This is still such a new deck, and all the cards tend to kind of stick together. Some final thoughts, please, for Gemini. Some final thoughts, please, for Gemini. Okay, well, we've got how many? All right, let's take these. So the first one is Sisterhood of the Rose, Beauty and Devotion, Priestess, Mystic, and Teacher. Next card is Trust the Niggle. That's very interesting. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? Your instincts, your gut, your intuition. It's trying to tell you something, you know, so that possibly may be part of these signs that are coming through here. So you got to pay attention to that. We also have Council of Light, Divine Orchestration, Helpers in the Subtle Realms. All right, so let me grab this book and let's take a look and see. First, tapping into Sisterhood of the Rose. So let's read that. And let's take a look and see what this is all about. So Sisterhood of the Rose is a lineage of priestesses and mystics who devoted their lives to serving humanity and seeding light consciousness all over the earth. A cross-section of ancient lineages, it is the path of devotion and beauty. Walking this path means being devoted to seeing and creating beauty wherever you go. The rose symbolizes the heart and the sacred geometry of all life. You are being called to notice the beauty around you, particularly in nature, and hear the whispers of Mother Earth. You are being called to spend more time in nature, as all the ancient secrets live there. Mother Earth is constantly whispering. Spend time admiring her creations, and you will be rewarded with insight and grace. You are being called to take a little more time to both notice the beauty that exists all around you and contribute to the beauty of the world in your own way too. This could be through your own creations or in the little things like how you dress to picking flowers for your home. Every time you devote your time to creating beauty, you harmonize the planet a little more and the shift in vibration can be felt. Isn't that amazing? That's such a wonderful message coming through for you, Gemini. So whoever is resonating with that, I hope that you guys were able to tap into the energies of that particular message. Okay, so let's take a look at this niggle card here, as silly as that word sounds. Trust the niggle. That niggling feeling, that annoying, niggling feeling, that inconvenient, annoying, niggling feeling, try as you might, it's there, and it ain't going anywhere. Most people spend years ignoring their niggling feelings, throwing their best dollops of stubbornness, ego, and post-rationalization to numb them out. It's exhausting, and until you face the niggle, life just throws you more bait to awaken it. to draw your attention to the light within you that is bursting to come out. The niggle is an arrow pointing to what is standing in your way, whether it is the relationship, the conversation, the decision, the shift that needs to be made, the stone in your shoe. Often we feel the niggling feeling in our body first. Many people think that intuition is something from the higher realms, but in fact it is the body that is the intuitive one, working through our senses to deliver vibrational information. It takes just a moment every day to scan your body to receive the intuitive intelligence and act on it quickly. You are being called to face the niggle now. If you don't face it, the universe will throw something much bigger and more obvious in your path, and then you will likely regret that you didn't answer the niggle in the first place. I know it's scary, but you are safe. Answer the niggle now. That is very interesting, Gemini. It's definitely giving you some major advice here. So take heed from that particular card. All right, and finally we have Council of Light. So I hope you guys are able to tap into these energies of these cards and grab messages that are helpful for your individual scenario. All right, so Council of Light, divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. The Council of Light is a team of benevolent beings who are here to assist the raising of consciousness of the planet. They are here to help you achieve your soul mission and are guiding you every step of the way. However, because we live in a world where free will reigns, they cannot help you without your permission. If you would like their assistance, it is time to ask them. They can help with all kinds of requests. Nothing is too big or too small. Think of them as your personal team of helpers in the spirit realm. They are willing and ready to step in and get to work. What would you like help with? What tasks would you like to delegate to them? The Council of Light is a team of ascended masters, light beings, angels, and guides devoted to the rising of Earth and all humanity. If you are a light worker, it is from them that you receive your personal mission. Like a Spirit World United Nations, they want to thank you so much for doing this work and devoting your life to uplifting the planet. Pray to them for clarity and guidance regarding your personal mission. Put in your requests and let them get to work. There's a reason, Gemini, why these three cards came out for you. All very insightful, all delivering such powerful messages that would benefit you heading towards the second half of the month. I truly hope, however lengthy these messages were, that you were able to benefit from them, because there is so much that it is guiding you towards, and there is a wonderful future that awaits you. You know, it just simply takes that first step. It takes action on your part to be able to manifest what it is that you are looking for, not just in regard to love and romance, but other areas of your life as well. So I really hope that you were able to benefit from whatever part of this reading was meant for you. All right, guys, so thank you so very much for tuning in. I'll be back soon with more readings. And if you're interested in a private reading, Gemini, that info is down below in the description box. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.